Hi Aries, it is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your November 2018 general reading, alright? So thank you so much for your love and support. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. That's greatly appreciated, you guys. Welcome to Scorpio season. Because Scorpio season is my favorite time of the year, I am doing a $10 3-card special. All the descriptions for that is going to be in the description box. That's backwards. All the information for that is going to be in the description box below, alright? Also my Instagram in case you guys are interested in following me outside of YouTube, alright? So yeah, with that being said, let's get into your reading, okay, Aries? Sorry about that mix-up. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Aries, Venus for November 2018. Aries, oops, excuse me. Goodness gracious. Alright. Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus for November 2018. Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus for November 2018. Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus. One more time. Okay, Aries. Let's get into it. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Fool card, okay? The heart of the reading, we have the King of Wands. This is your energy right here, Aries. We have a 5 of Cups in the past, okay? We have the we have the 7 of Swords in the current situation. We have the 2 of Swords and the most likely outcome. And then our card of advice is the 2 of Wands. Alright, Aries. So some pretty interesting stuff that is happening. Some pretty interesting stuff that's happening, alright? So, with the underlying energy being the Fool, you guys are entering into a new cycle. And as I've said to everyone, November to me is like my personal new year. Just because Scorpios represent death and rebirth, alright? So, a lot of you guys are going to be entering on new cycles, okay? But it seems like the cycle that you are coming out of is quite painful or has been quite painful. Some of you guys are really in a state of regret, alright? And kind of mourning past situations, okay? And so I think that some of you are kind of hesitant to start on this new beginning, but the universe is asking you to move, okay, and progress. So at the heart of the reading, we have the King of Wands. So this is your energy, Aries. This is also Sagittarius or Leo, right? But this guy right here, he is kind of like a celebrity. He's very well known. He gets what he wants. He doesn't take no for an answer. He's constantly on the move, okay? He's very I'm hearing dignified. He's very dignified. People really seek him out for advice and counsel, okay? He's kind of on his grown man shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Grown woman shit, right? He's a boss. Point blank period. He's a fucking boss. So this being the heart of your reading and this is your energy, you're moving into boss mode, alright? So if you're fearing that something's not going to work out and you're kind of crying over spilled milk, as I like to say with the 5 of Cups, there's really no need for it, okay? The only thing that warns against this card, Aries, and be careful because this can mean that you were kind of in that like asshole, tyrannical, not really listening to anybody else but yourself mode, kind of that super impulse. But I'm not necessarily getting that energy. That's just something that I like to warn when I do see the King of Wands in such a prominent space. It's like every positive has a negative, alright? As above, so below, right? It's just kind of how the universe works. So, as you're on this boss, right, don't forget to ever seek counsel, okay? But that is the heart of your reading, okay? So this is you. This is all you all the time, right? It's kind of what I'm seeing, right? But what your past foundation is the 5 of Cups. Some of you guys are really mourning a past emotional situation, okay? Could be a relationship, could have to do with work. It doesn't necessarily have to do with love. But you guys are looking back on a situation kind of with regret, all right? But every time when I see the 5 of Cups, I always say, don't cry over spilled milk. Right behind you are 2 more cups, okay? So if you feel like, oh man, if you feel like a failure, or you feel like you weren't good enough, or you feel like you could have said a different thing, it doesn't matter because there's still positivity, right? There's still positivity. Sometimes you just have to turn around. Look at this guy all in black. It's, you know, it's a gray day outside. He's in black. He's mourning. He's by the river. It's like he could dip his toes in, but he's choosing to be sad, all right? So it seems like that's kind of where you guys are coming from. And with good reason. There was cheating, there was deception, there was lies, okay? That's the present energy. There's some shady shit that's happening, and if you're not participating in the shady shit, then it's being done around you, and you can easily be feeling that energy, okay? Scorpios can be known for manipulation, alright? So now is the time in Scorpio season where that shit is going to come out, right? It's going to come out. And again, y'all are fire sign, Scorpio's water sign, so it's going to be it's putting out your fire, okay? And that's kind of like what I'm getting. That's why this is the king. That's why the King of Wands is the center of this reading, because there's just some people that are doing some shady shit behind your back. And for some of you guys, and this isn't all of you, but for some of you, it's a Pisces, it's a Cancer, or it is in fact a Scorpio, because I kept seeing water sign cards pop out. I'm surprised I didn't even see one here. But there's some lies and manipulation that is happening behind your back, or you're sneakily trying to leave a situation. So for some of you guys, it is cheating if this has to do with relationship, okay? But it seems like with this information that you find out, with this Seven of Swords that's happening, it's going to put you in a Two of Swords situation, all right? Some of you guys are really going to have to look at a situation and make a decision, and some of you guys are truly refusing to see the truth. You truly don't want to deal with it right now. Some of you guys truly are not listening. Okay, and because of this underlying the Fool energy that is trying to get you to move, you are instead stagnant. This girl, she's not doing anything. She's just sitting there. Excuse me, but the Two of Swords is asking you, okay, to marry heart and mind and take off those blindfolds and deal with reality. Deal with what's happening so you can make a decision, because the Two of Swords, at the Two of Wands is your card of advice, okay? So this is, you have the whole world in your hands. What exactly are you going to do with it? But how can you even know what you're supposed to do with it, with this new opportunity that's coming in, if you refuse to see the truth? Some of you guys really don't want to see the truth because it's painful, okay? But you gotta know the truth so you can actually move forward, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and clarify what this Seven of Swords is for you guys, okay? Why is there Seven of Swords here, please? Whoa! There are quite a few cards pop up, and they all have to do with wands, okay? So this all has to do with passion, okay? Some of you guys are really defensive and your guards are up. Could also be dealing with an Aquarius, because they have this in a pretty significant place. The Three of Wands, turning your back on the situation, okay? The Page of Wands to the Eight of Wands, alright? So a lot of wands. So this is all passion, creativity, very defined masculine energy. So this is really moving. This is really you, Aries. It seems like a lot of you guys are quite restless, is kind of what I'm seeing. You're restless, but what's the word? Defensive? Is kind of what I want to say. Like you guys are taking a lot of action and you guys are moving, but you're not feeling any of the movement that's happening, and because of this, it's coming off in kind of like an immature type way. A lot of you guys are trying to get out of a situation. That's what it is. A lot of you guys are trying to move out of a situation, but the way that you're going about it and you're handling it, it's being done in kind of like a shady kind of immature way, right? And so, oh my gosh, I just saw this combination, okay? Some of you guys are waging a war that you don't even care if you win. You're just agitating a situation. Because somebody's hurt you, all right? Some of you guys, somebody's hurt you, right? And you are just trying to piss them off. You are. You're just trying to piss them off. Okay, to try to get some communication coming, but the thing is, it's happening in a very kind of immature type, feisty type way. But the thing about it, Aries, is whatever caused this, whatever changed this, okay, with this Devil and this Tower combination here, it's about to be removed in like a catastrophic way. So some of you guys have been tied in a very toxic relationship, have been tied to a toxic job, have been tied to just a toxic situation that you have not been able to get out of yourself. And the way that you've been handling it, you've been trying to sneak around it. Some of you guys have been deceptive, or vice versa. Somebody has been trying to sneak out of it. Somebody's been trying to do some shady shit behind your back to get out of the situation. But don't worry about it, because lightning is about to strike and remove this toxic energy to put you on this new leap of faith. Again, it's Scorpio season. You're going to be pushed to extremes. Extremes are happening, but it's just kind of, it's a rubber band effect to try to push you back to where you need to be so you can start off this next year the best that you can, right? Because as you're stuck in these two situations, okay? And when I say two situations, I'm saying like literally like the number two situations. These are making decisions, okay? And it seems like you're not in necessarily a place to make a decision, but you're doing a lot of action. You're moving around a lot, but you're not really going anywhere. There's no real destination, all right? But I really think that something is going to happen, something out of your control, all right, that's kind of going to demonstrate exactly where it is that you're supposed to be going, okay? Let's see. Aries. Okay. Here's one. Okay, Aries. Alright. There's Pisces again. Some of you guys are dealing with the Pisces. Okay. I was like, I know for me, I personally, these are not shuffled well. I personally am a Pisces and my Venus is in Aries, so okay, 3, 2, right. No, 1, but the card did just fly out. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, air. Okay, so this is logic. So this is using logic to come to these conclusions. Like I said, a lot of you guys are just kind of moving, but you don't really have a game plan. Some of you guys are just doing shit. Like, you're doing the most, and there's really no type of nothing behind it, alright? And this is not the season for that. You know, Scorpios can be some of the most manipulative and calculated of the zodiac. So if you're just acting and you're just kind of moving, like, you know, Aries, you're ruled by the war god Mars, so you're just moving in some type of direction. It's really asking you to, you know, calculate it more. Be grounded, okay? And we have Virgo. Okay, Virgos. You know, so again, one of the most analytical signs of the zodiac, and they're extremely grounded. They're another earth sign, okay? They strive for perfection, but the thing is they're not going to do anything impulsively. They are actually going to calculate. They're going to think about what they're doing. So really take some time, again, to think about exactly what it is that you're doing, because you're just doing, and it's not grounded in anything, okay? But you're not wrong, because the underlying energy is the Fool, so you guys are on a new, you know, it's just kind of like, you're like a child who's just learned how to walk, you know, or like a 2-year-old who's just discovered the word no. And so it's that terrible twos phase where just like, no, just because you like, you know, the way it sounds. So it seems like a lot of you guys got out of a very, you know, or going to get out of a toxic situation, and you're going to have this new freedom and this new burden that you haven't had in a while. And so you're going to have to really figure out how to navigate and deal with that, and remember to keep a cool head on your shoulders, right? And think about how exactly it is that you're moving, okay? Because the Sun card is the third card that came out. And the Sun, this is you guys again too, right? But this is truly being your authentic self. This is a card of true happiness and just being yourself. So you'll be able to get back to that Aries that you love and know. But how are you going to get past it? You can't just act without any type of action. It's only going to create a bigger mess in the long run. Okay, Aries? It's kind of what I'm getting. This reading took a little bit of a turn, but I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense to you guys. Willpower is what popped out. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying. All these wands that popped out, this is the divine masculine. All right, I'm trying to pick it all up. Hold on. This is the divine masculine with all of these wands that are coming out. Again, you're acting. You have the willpower. Just make sure that you know what it is that you're doing. Okay? Don't just burn everything in your path. Okay? The cool thing about the King of Wands, at his best, he's very, very. If he's gonna burn a patch of land, it is to create new fertilized soil. Okay, there's a reason that he's burning the patch of land. At his worst, he's just like, burn it to the ground. You want to be the first. You want to be option A. You want to be a high vibrating King of Wands, okay, where you're not just unleashing kind of all of this pain that you felt in the past on the world. Nobody deserves that. Nobody wants it, and you don't actually want to inflict that type of pain. You got to be careful when you have willpower, and this is, that's a whale there, okay? A whale is so big. If it's going to make a splash, it has to make sure that it's making a splash in the correct way, or else it's just going to make a huge mess, right? So you want to make sure that you're not making a mess. You are making moves, all right? Don't make a mess. Make moves. That is really the meaning of this entire reading, because you guys are dealing with so many emotions that you felt. Some of you guys have been wronged. Some of you guys have been stabbed in the back. Some of you guys have been done so shady, and you're releasing it. There's going to be an end to it, okay? So you're just going to be having this newfound freedom that you're going to want to use, but just don't abuse, all right? Aries, so that's really what I'm getting for y'all. I hope that this resonated. I know that it kind of took a left, but I hope that, the messages got across for what they needed, all right? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like and check out the description box if you have any more questions for me. And yeah, happy Scorpio season. Bye, Aries.